What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today for episode number 43 of the Car 5 podcast. I'm your host, Joshua. For today's episode, we have some huge news, and it's actually coming from Lotus. They have a brand new model, but it's not just any type of normal car. This is something big. So as usual, everyone, let's go ahead and just dive right into things. So like I had said, everybody, Lotus is coming out of the gate like a dark horse with a brand new model that nobody even expected. Just this recently, not too long ago, maybe a month and a half ago, at the Shanghai Auto Show, Lotus revealed some, we'll call it leaked renderings, we'll call it a rendering of their newest car they're coming out with. Now, there's not too much details on it, but we do know it's called the Type 130. But it's not your normal type of Lotus. It's not an Exige or, anything like that. It's an all-electric hypercar that is called the Type 130. So what other way to pronounce yourself back in the car game other than to say, hey, we're going to create one of the fastest cars ever made. And not only that, it's going to be all-out electric. Absolutely phenomenal. Lotus is a company that everybody loves Lotus. Unfortunately, because of the year 2008, not only the U.S. economy, but kind of the economy around the world, Lotus went through and was experiencing some very difficult financial times. They just weren't selling as many cars. Their branding wasn't as good. They were just really struggling in every single area in the car world. They were barely selling enough cars to go ahead and scrape by and survive. But as of recently, Lotus was acquired by a company called Geely, that's spelled Geely, that happens to own Volvo. So the same company that owns Volvo now acquired Lotus, which is absolutely phenomenal because now they have a lot of financial backing and they have strong financial ties, which gives them the opportunity to come back into the brand and get themselves back out into the world. This is something that everyone's really excited about. In fact, I actually have a quote here I'm going to read from the CEO of Lotus. If I'm saying his name correctly, Phil Popham. He's saying, the Type 130 will be the most dynamically accomplished Lotus in our history. It marks a turning point for our brand and is a showcase of what we are capable of and what is to come from Lotus. This will also be the world's first fully all-electric hypercar from the UK. Now, another hypercar they'd be competing with is the Rimac Concept 1 and the Concept 2. But, honestly, who cares, man? We're getting a new car from Lotus. That's all that matters. Now, the cool thing about this Type 130 is it's actually going to spawn a whole brand new production vehicle for customers to purchase. So Lotus is coming out with a Type 130 all-electric hypercar, which is going to spawn off another more higher production vehicle. So as a whole, this is fantastic news. When I heard this, I was so excited that Lotus is coming out with a new car. Other than we know it's going to be a hypercar and it's going to be all electric and it's called the Type 130, we don't know anything else about it, which is kind of why it's so cool because it's such a secret. But now that it's a publicly known secret, it just makes it that more exciting. Of course, when more details are released, I will let you guys know about it. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have today for episode number 43. Super excited about the new hypercar coming from Lotus. Don't forget to follow on Instagram, like on Facebook. Remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So we are at the end of the month. I will be posting on Facebook and Instagram the winner for this month's subscribing giveaway for some free car merchandise. So head over to the Instagram, head over to the Facebook to see if you won. If you won, I'll be sending you a direct message. Don't forget to tune in June 5th for episode number 44. We're going to be talking about the brand new Aston Martin Rapide E, the electric Aston Martin. Anything you guys need from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, info@car5podcast.com. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Please remember to drive safe and have a fantastic evening. Thank you.